Okay, so I know that historically October 8th is way too soon to be talking about Christmas gift ideas, but as I thought about what stresses me out the most about Christmas, it's gifts and spending a ton of money in December. So by having some creative and really useful gift ideas now and starting to buy them now, I actually feel like I could enjoy the holiday season. So today, let's talk about some really fun and useful gift ideas for everyone on your list, how I look at gift giving differently. I don't put so much thought into every gift anymore. I'll explain more about that, and also how to keep so many toys from coming in if you have kids. Well, hi, I'm Dawn from The Minimal Mom. If we haven't met before, I'm married to Tom and we have 4 kids ages 6 through 11, and we're a minimalist family, which kind of goes against gift buying, but we do still exchange gifts through the holidays, and we have people that are gift people in our life, and so we think it's important to honor them that way, and it's fun, right? Gifts are not all bad. The problem is when it kind of like takes over and we're scrambling last minute to find gifts. And so let's talk about some really fun, I have some super fun ideas for you today, meaningful gift ideas, but also we still have significantly scaled back the number of gifts that we give and who we give them to, so we can talk a little bit about that. Okay, so I want to start out by talking about some really fun, meaningful gifts. So just recently I celebrated my 39th birthday, and I got a really fun gift box in the mail from my aunt from Mercy House Global. I did not know about them, but it was so fun to receive this box because it had really cool things in it, but it was for a great cause. It was helping women in Kenya and local refugees to make a living. And so all of the products were handcrafted by them. And I'm not normally a gifts person. I don't need tons of gifts to feel appreciated, but getting that in the mail and opening it, it felt so meaningful. And so it was my favorite birthday present. And so I reached out to Mercy House Global and I said, hey, do you have any Christmas gift boxes? And so they do, and I'll show you quick what's in it. And then also they have a code for $10 off. So anything I'm mentioning today that has a code, I will put it in the description. Links to everything will be in the description and a blog post as well. So I'm trying to make this like super easy. So this is a super cool gift box that you can just go online, order, and have it delivered to someone. So super easy, but so meaningful. And I think anyone who gets this in the mail is gonna think that you did a great job and really enjoy the gift. But it got me thinking about how we can make some of our own gift boxes. I think gift boxes are kind of trendy right now and super fun. And so I got to partner with Empowered Goods. They help women in Mexico earn a fair wage. And I reached out and I said, could we make some earrings with hearts on them? Because when I wear those other heart earrings, I'm always asked where are they from. So we worked together to come up with these earrings. They're in 3 different colors. These are the cork. Because here's what I think would be so fun is to make your own gift box. So when you order these, they come packaged really nicely, and then on the back, it shows Jessica, who made them by hand, and it just feels so significant and meaningful. And so like I said, we have our hearts. These are the happy heart earrings. They come in a few different colors. I love them because they're super lightweight. Neutral was important to me, go with everything. But if this isn't quite what you're looking for, they have tons of other fun stuff in their store as well. But go ahead and order it. Order a few pairs to give to all of your friends and family members, and then you could make a little gift box like this. So this is my favorite dark chocolate right now, sea salt and extra dark chocolate. So good. And then you can put something else fun in it, like some high quality hot cocoa or some tea that you like. But I just think, wouldn't this be so fun to get in the mail for Christmas, or not even mailing it, just giving it for Christmas? I just think gift boxes are so fun, and it's all practical and useful, which is my love language. Okay, so I was thinking more than about gift boxes and what else could you kind of like mix and match in here? Games. And we especially love games that don't take up a lot of space. So if you have not played Bananagrams before, I actually saw this. You can get it online on Amazon. I'll link to it. It was actually cheaper at Kohl's. I just saw it was by the checkout. And as I was checking out, the gal, she was like, that's my favorite game. So it's for kids that are just a little bit older. I don't know, ages 7 to 107 and 1 to 8 players. This is a really fun game. You build words, but you can travel with it. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And then this is a newer game. If you haven't heard of this, Happy Salmon, it was actually for 2020. It was the family game of the year, and it's a card game, but it comes in this cute case. So what I had thought was, if you want to like make a little gift box. So I got some Swedish fish to go with it, and then a little notebook to keep track of scores on. So I think this too would be super fun to get in the mail. Or, you know, with the bananagrams, I was trying to find a box of runts to put with it because I think that would be really cute, or other like yellow stuff you could put in. I like that those are small. If you're looking more for like full-size games, I talk about these all the time, but for sure, Rummy Cube and then Sequence is a great game too. But any games that your family loves makes such a great gift, and we love when our kids get games for gifts because it's something that they can do and play with, so we always welcome that. And so if you're looking for suggestions to recommend to family members, these games are great suggestions too. I think another fun gift box combination can be a mug. And I know coffee mugs kind of get a bad rap because many of us have too many, but I got this one for my birthday. It says, "I wish you lived next door." And it was so meaningful. And I think there's a lot of really fun and meaningful mugs out there. I literally smile when I drink from this in the morning. And so I love this. And then putting it with something like these mug cakes that you can get from the dollar store, really inexpensive, or again, like some high quality hot chocolate or tea, whatever the recipient likes. But this made my heart happy when I opened it, and I think it's a really sweet gift idea. Just maybe encourage the recipients to declutter another mug when they bring this one in. And speaking of coffee, I think coffee has been kind of an overdone gift, but if you get something that is locally roasted, the quality is usually 10 times better, and it does feel more meaningful. So here in the Twin Cities, this is made in Minneapolis. It's called Driven. I can link to it, but I think it's fun if you find something local to your area. But they have really fun like flavors. This one is called Fireside Spice. It has cinnamon, pecan, and chocolate. This is so good. This is how I can drink coffee black now, because otherwise I had a really hard time. And if you want to go a little bit further, it was in the same because I used it this morning. If you know someone that is like a coffee connoisseur, doing pour over coffee now is life changing. So if they don't have something for that, I like this setup. It just goes over your mug because it doesn't take up a lot of space, and they just need a teapot to be able to do it. But this can make a fun gift as well, or again, a coffee mug with it, or some biscotti. But I think for anyone on your list that drinks coffee, finding some locally sourced coffee is so good. And a super meaningful gift we made a couple years back were these photo canvases for our kids. So you can make them for anyone. It was really fun to take pictures of just the kids with Tom and I. We need to update them now. But these are dollar store canvases. They have all kinds of different sizes now, and you just use Mod Podge. But we've given these to gifts to other family members now, and they love them. I'll link the instructions for this down below. And so I also really like getting books. Now, I try to pass them on after I've read them, so I don't try and accumulate lots of books, but I love books. So I think giving one of your favorite books and then pairing it with like some really good tea, but a few types of books that I think could be really good. Devotionals. This is still my go-to devotional, my utmost for its highest. This is an updated language too, so it's a little more easy to interpret. Diana also has a list of some devotionals that she's recommending, so I'll list to that. A cookbook that you really like. I love this cookbook. I don't always like recommending cookbooks because you do have to have a little bandwidth to try new recipes. This has been our go-to. You can actually see our post-it notes in here for the last several months because we're having to do gluten-free and dairy-free for different food sensitivities in our family. Normal foods, super great recipes. Or I love reading fiction now. Like, that is one of the top ways to unwind my brain. So have you read any fiction books or novels lately that you can even find a used copy online, box it up in a really fun box with some of your other favorite things, and I think it makes a really meaningful but practical gift. So again, if you're looking for things for kids, anything consumable, that's what I like to recommend to family members. And also if you're a grandparent or someone else, gifting things that are consumable is what we love. So Play-Doh, craft supplies, bubble bath. And I've talked about these toys a lot, but these bathtub toys from Green Toys are the best ever. They don't get stinky or moldy or gross. The water always dumps out really easily. And we've had these boats for like 6 years, 5 or 6 years, and the kids still love playing with them, even as they get older. These have stood the test of time. There's also some concerns. Another reason I wanted to talk about this early is because there are some supply chain concerns, so it might be another reason to do shopping a little bit earlier this year. Okay, so the tween ages, tween girls and teen girls, it can be tricky, right? And our girls are entering that age now. So I was kind of picking their brain. Again, if we're looking at making kind of a gift box, they still love stationery stuff, like cute lists and little notebooks and stickers. These are really fun stickers that I just got at the dollar store. There's a ton, but they're really cool. Pens that are fun. They love getting this kind of stuff. Or now they're getting into like beauty stuff. So I got this at Target. This is like a foot, it's like a foot mask or whatever. So this was like $3.99. So I spent a little more on this, but then like bath bombs from the dollar store they like. And then I spent a little more on nail polish too. But this kind of stuff I love because it gives them something to do. Also, if you have any like favorite hair products, that makes a great gift. Any favorite like beauty stuff, most people really enjoy getting that so they can try it out and see if they like it. So anything that you like, giving it as a gift, I think is a great idea. Our kids also like getting stuff to bake, so giving a bundt cake pan, and then we have all of our bundt cake recipes in printables that you could print to go along with it, so I'll link to that down below. Or things like this that are super fun, like no-bake cookie bites. Our kids love doing stuff like this, especially when they're home over the Christmas break. So baking stuff is always a hit in our house too. And one other thing that would be fun if you're giving a cookbook is I love these magnetic measuring spoons. They are so fun. Anytime I've given them as a gift, people love them. They think they're super cool. And one other thoughtful gift I wanted to mention is story-worthy. So if you have parents or grandparents in your life and you want to hear more about their past or have a really cool way for them to archive it, I've heard so many people mention Storyworthy. You give a subscription and then they get writing prompts and they go online and they fill it in and then it gets put into a book that you get to keep. I think this is so cool. I want to give it to my mom this year. So sorry, Mom, I'm blowing your Christmas gift, but I want to know the stories. I think we all have a slightly different perspective on life after coming through these past 2 years. And so this just feels very significant and meaningful to me. And so I think it makes a great gift. It's around $89, so it's a little bit of an investment, but I just think it's such a cool gift. And then also other like teen gift ideas. I'll put a bunch of ideas down below. I don't know what it is, but it seems like anything that lights up is like super fascinating to them right now, along with some other gifts that I didn't have time to mention. But what I also wanted to mention is how do we scale things back if it feels like we spend too much on Christmas, we give to too many people. And so what I've started doing more recently is writing out a list of everyone that we get gifts for. And then I look at it and say, okay, who are the people in my inner circle that I want to put some thought and time into their gifts? And then the rest need to get things that require less energy because we all have limited bandwidth. So for my parents and sisters, my aunts, they're in my inner circle. I want to give thoughtful gifts to them. But then as we move out to teachers and youth leaders and mailmen, I can't put as much thought into those. But here's the good thing. People like getting gift cards. Even if you have some like teens on your list and you're like, I don't know. They like getting gift cards. And I know in the past, gift cards seem very taboo or like you didn't put any thought into it. Can I please assure you, kids really like getting gift cards. You can wrap it up cute. You can put it with some stickers or a mug cake or some candy. You can still wrap it in a thoughtful way. But kids like getting gift cards. Teachers like getting gift cards. We have heard from hundreds of teachers. They do not expect anything. A handwritten card is totally acceptable. But beyond that, they like getting gift cards. So don't feel like, oh, it's not thoughtful or I need to put more time or energy into it. You do not. This is complete permission to give gift cards. And I'm guessing teachers will even comment below and say, yes, we like getting gift cards. I mean, literally, I've been talking about this for like 6 years now. We have a blog post like what teachers want for Christmas. And if you read through the comments, teachers like getting gift cards. I like to make a list of all of the people I need to get gift cards for. And then I just try to buy like 1 or 2 per week now leading up to Christmas, and it just takes the stress off and pressure off. And so I really like that. And then lastly, how do we keep people from giving our kids so many toy gifts? So a couple things to keep in mind. One, try and be proactive. So even this time of year, giving ideas, whether it's movie tickets, passes to the zoo or science museum, or consumable things. Oh, Gage loves taking baths every day, so bubble bath, those little tabs that color the water, anything to do with the bathtub, those make great gifts. He loves craft supplies. Man, can that kid burn through craft supplies. So that would make a great Christmas gift for him. Play-Doh, clay, anything that he can create and play with. Masking tape. Please give loads of masking tape, right? So being proactive. And then also understanding that generally this doesn't all change in 1 year. It takes multiple seasons for our family to understand the changes that we've been making to our lifestyle and household. And another question I've been seeing recently is, what if my spouse or partner and I aren't on the same page with scaling back gifts for our kids? I want to, they don't necessarily. Tom and I did not see eye to eye on this right away. It's taken us multiple years where I think now we are. But I was listening to something by the Minimalist the other day on Instagram, and it was so good. And that was the question is, our kids have come to expect an elaborate display of gifts for Christmas. And what they said was, well, because that's how we've conditioned our kids. So we replace the gifts with meaningful activities. Our kids are drowning in stuff, and what they want is human connection. They don't know how to ask for it because what's thrust in their face at Christmas time are ads and everything revolves around toys. They don't know how to ask for time with us, but what our kids want is meaningful time with us and other people in their life. So this probably will require multiple conversations with your spouse or loved one, but keep having the conversation, keep looping them in, telling them what you're learning and experiencing and what you're sensing from your own kids, and then give it a few years to transition to much fewer gifts. But our kids don't. They don't get nearly as much stuff anymore, and we still have very happy Christmases. But I don't look at it the same anymore. I don't see toys as the enemy anymore. They're not ruining or destroying our house. So don't worry, we will be here to help you and support you through this whole Christmas season so that hopefully we really can enjoy it. That's why I wanted to talk about this today. I wanted to give you some really meaningful ideas and also encourage you to do some pre-planning now so that it doesn't have to be so stressful, and that if extra toys come in, we got you. It'll be okay. We'll all stick together and we'll get through it together. So may I ask a favor of you? Would you please share down below any meaningful, consumable, super practical gift ideas that you have? It is so helpful to hear your ideas. We're always so grateful for that. But otherwise, I encourage you, just jot out a list today of who you need to get gifts for, divide it up. Who am I gonna put some extra thought and energy into, and who else can I either opt out of the exchange? We have some resources for that, I'll link to below, or just give gift cards, and that is totally okay. I love you. I hope you have a really good day, and I'll see you again soon.